Morning. How's everyone doing? So, welcome to my Halloween Dead Space 2 marathon stream. I'm going to be starting a brand new playthrough of the sci-fi horror classic Dead Space 2, and playing until, well, either the game's done or I collapse from exhaustion, whichever of those comes first. Hopefully it'll be finishing the game first. This is one of the classics in the... the whole Dead Space franchise really is a classic in the sci-fi horror and survival horror genres. For any of you who may not have been familiar with the events of the first game, I'm going to go ahead and roll the previously on video that the developers, EA and Visceral Games, put together for Dead Space 2.
By the 25th century, Earth's resources were ravaged, consumed, exhausted. Desperate and on the verge of extinction, we cast out into the void of space and discovered rich new worlds waiting to be cracked open and stripped bare. All of Earth became devoted to this effort. The planet crackers were built, the USG Ishimura the first and most famous. Planet cracking became routine. Its spoils kept us alive. Eventually, greedy eyes fell upon Aegis 7. Restricted for centuries for reasons unknown, greed and corruption saw to the demise of caution. There, buried beneath the surface, an artifact, the Red Marker, long lost and long forgotten. The religion I once called my own had found its holy grail, the key to human immortality. Or so we thought. It did not bring salvation.
Witness the convictions of a true believer.
It brought doom. Marker bred insanity, murder, and chaos. It bred necromorphs. Those who escaped the planet fled to the safety of the orbiting Ishimura.
This is Shuttle CS-04. The colony's overrun. We can't go back.
The scourge released upon Aegis 7 came with them. Within hours, the Ishimura went dark. The corporation dispatched a small repair crew to check on its investment.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
Among the crew was an engineer, Isaac Clarke.
Isaac, it's me.
He had something special aboard the Ishimura.
I wish I could talk to you.
In the darkness, Isaac found death. And the Red Marker. It was not holy, it was not alien, it was man-made. And it could be used to stop the outbreak. Isaac also found Nicole.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in
Dead by her own hand, she was an apparition of the Marker. Isaac engineered his escape. But everything else was destroyed. Three years later, he wakes in a hospital on Titan Station, an EarthGov metropolis on Saturn's largest moon. Isaac has survived, but his mind is no longer safe. the marker changes all.
Okay, let's see. Switch this over to the in-game overlay. Here we go. How are sound levels before we get started? Just, easier to mess with that right now. I suppose I should talk so that you've got a point of comparison. Okay then. Yep, cool. Well, here goes nothing. You were asking about cutscenes yesterday evening when I was talking to you. Just as a heads up, there aren't really any cutscenes in the game, so what I'm gonna do to handle breaks for both myself and for people who might be watching is every hour or two when I hit a save point, if I need to take a brief break, or if somebody else does, just say something in the chat, and I'll try and remember to ask, and we can pause the game. Because there really aren't cutscenes in the Dead Space franchise to speak of, and certainly not any which are long enough to get up and refill your drink or go and use the bathroom. So, just as a bit of business. I'm going to play on Survivalist. I was reacquainting myself with the controls in the last week on both normal and casual, and not having any difficulty. Zealot is a pain in the rear. So, off we go.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you.
For what?
For just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
I'll just remember, I'm giving you up for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what? We must be getting on a range third leg. Isaac, can you hear me? Look, I'm going to call you back as soon as I can, okay?
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clark. I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
I found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac! Isaac, can you hear me out there?
Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clarke. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Good, good. Steady, steady, steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I? Alright, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible, terrible danger.
Terrible, terrible danger. No kidding. Wakey, wakey.
Franco? Franco, what happened? Oh God. Isaac! Isaac Clarke, if you can hear me, run! Run!
Press E to not die. Well, that was a rude awakening, and as you can see, Isaac's in the straitjacket, so kudos to him for having the presence of mind to headbutt Franco there. Yeah, that was the save game that I was doing earlier this week, where I got my B-roll footage from, so I'm just going to overwrite that. Game volume up, voice volume down, you say? I can do that. Game volume down, voice volume up. Okay. De-dum. Let's try this now. Talking and walking back and forth, and seeing a dead guy, and wondering how the volume is now. Sounding good? Okay. Well, speak up if it comes up again. Just so that you're aware, I am sitting in my comfortable chair, which is part of the reason the camera's in a different place for this, which means that I'm further away from the chat, and this game being more intensive, I've got less sort of downtime to glance at the chat, so I might be a little slow in responding, but I will try and pay attention to it. Well then, I guess they're not going to help us, but I suppose they're also not going to kill us. I mean, maybe whatever killed them will. Okay, so now I've talked a little bit with the in-game volume. That I hope is working. Oh, we just woke up in a straitjacket. Headbutted a necromorph. Ran away.
My eye's looking much better today, yes, don't you think? It hurts. It still hurts? Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow. No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session. I don't care. First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today.
Yeah, that's my health.
Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It was black. Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols whispered to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you? Come on, Strauss. What? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember what he...
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill him. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning. Subject is Nolan Strauss, session 158.
Yeah, no, that's not very therapeutic, but they weren't exactly trying to heal these guys. So the thing running down Isaac's back is the health bar. You see the semicircular bit there. That'll be charged for the stasis
Let's talk about what you
device.
saw today.
This game doesn't have a HUD to speak.
I'm here to help you.
It's got
It was black.
Everything's
Deep black.
I believe the term is diegetic. So.
Come on, man. Patient 4. I remember you. Tideman said all the key subjects need to be eliminated, terminated. Where's one more? Listen to me, man. What matter? Listen to me. Matter. We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. No one. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them. Go ahead. Take it. I won't be needing it anymore. Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
Yeah, HIPAA didn't hold up that well. OSHA's certainly gone, well, long gone. Well, I suppose that dismembering him doesn't give us any loot. Many of the enemies, if you... Well, all of the enemies, if you stomp or hit them or whatever after they have died, they'll drop an item.
Clark! Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Nice having a way to tell us where we need to go. I just did that game. So that visual effect there is the game's shorthand for dementia. Well, the dementia as far as the marker madness. Creepy crawly thing. Let's follow it. What could possibly go wrong?
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
So, this game franchise has a couple of unique mechanics to it. One of which is kinesis. So, the ability to grab and well, here, I'll put this down over here. The ability to reach over and grab something and throw it. Which is a necessary mechanic when you've got enemies like that one, and the only weapon you have is a flashlight. And you can rip the limbs off of dead ones and shoot it back at them. I suppose I should go ahead and heal a little more. and not trust elevators. I'm gonna save that one. This being a survival horror game, you can reasonably assume that you are always going to be short on, well, everything. So, when you are healthy, your rig is blue like that. And general rule of thumb in this sort of game, if you didn't kill it, assume it's not dead. Yeah, I'd hate to be this guy.
Oh God, I'm all alone in here. Calm down. I'll cut you out of there. Is that a tissue laser? A plasma cutter? Oh my God!
So Isaac's an engineer.
What the fuck are you doing? Shit!
And it's really rather impressive that, well, he's in this circumstance, he can turn a surgical laser and a flashlight into a plasma cutter. So the plasma cutter is the archetypal weapon for Isaac in this franchise. You can toggle between horizontal and vertical shots. Yes, so in most zombie fiction, remove the head, destroy the brain, what have you.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
Also, I hope people like the overlay I've put together for the stream. I tried to make it, you know, sort of vaguely match the in-game HUD. Had a bunch of fun making it yesterday. Oh look! In case I missed the audio message. So one of the ways to be able to double check and see if something is dead or not is a necromorph that's alive. You can't kinesis it. It just doesn't grab hold. So any body that you can move around is, you know, is dead. In case you missed the graffiti written on the wall in blood or the communication from Dana, yeah, charming. I guess we're not going that way.
Patient 5. I'm patient 5, remember? Do you remember?
Dana, your fucking route didn't work. There's a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's see how long you last around.
Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy, not me. Alright, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal!
So, no, Strauss, Patient 5, did not shut the door on us. There was a security lockdown that was happening, and we just didn't get to the door in time. So this is a power node. They're scattered around, and you use them to upgrade your rig or your equipment. Do that at what's called a bench. So a little background, EarthGov is the government and military, CEC is the big mega corporation that does all the planet cracking with the folks who Isaac at least used to work for. Unitology, the Church of Unitology is the major religion that worships the markers. So while we're at a safe checkpoint in the safe, sound levels and everything are good with everything? It's all working for people? Excellent. So stasis is the other big mechanic besides kinesis in this. Well, besides kinesis and dismemberment. It allows you to throw a projectile, an energy projectile, that anything interactable that it hits gets slowed down some significant amount for a brief period of time. And visually it highlights it in blue. So we're going to hack ourselves a stasis module that we can take with us. And the donut looking thing, which is now half yellow, on the Isaac's back is the charge for it. So the game gives you puzzles like the security door, which would normally close too fast for you to be able to get through. But it's also very useful for, oh crap, there are more enemies than I can deal with right this moment in real time, so I'm going to slow some of them down. Yeah, removing the head on a necromorph doesn't stop it. And those guys are what are generally referred to as pukers, as you saw in the ill-fated surgeon over there, they spit corrosive goop that slows you down and does damage over time. I think that might actually have been the first time that I managed to get through that room there without actually getting puked on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're going crazy. Okay, that was just a balloon popping. You know, you'd think that there would be a pen on the desk here so you wouldn't have to scribble in your own blood. Such secrecy has no place in an open and free society. That may be true. This is not an open and free society. And I mentioned 3 years. This is 3 years after the event of the first game. I think it's mentioned that at this point. Save yourself. Yeah, working on it. Explosion hazard. Great. So you have to shoot that thing, and if you don't shoot that thing in time, well, here, I'm gonna show what happens. Maybe this one's just forgiving, and I suppose that one's just forgiving. Normally there's a brief window of time where if you don't shoot it within enough time, you get sucked out and die. Now, if you really had something like that going on, you've had the doors closed, you'd get a whoosh, and all the air would go out, and then you just simply have it equalized to being vacuum in here, which would be bad for other reasons, but the whole wind tunnel type thing, that's just not what you're going to see if you've got a confined space. Morning, Dad. Remember what I said about if I didn't kill it, it's not dead? So here's a fun little thing. It's a working scale. I step on it and Isaac weighs 195.
Updating inventory to CEC Engineering Loadout.
So time to change out of the straitjacket and put on an engineering suit. So now I go stand on the scale. It shows that 255. So 60 pounds of suit there. So I'm at a store right now, and because there's all sorts of stuff that I need to get, and each one of these suits, there's no way to buy the suit without changing into it, and you saw that it's a 10 to 15 second change there. If you need to go and get yourself a cup of coffee or use the loo, now is a good time to do that, because I'm going to go through and buy all this stuff. Because you'll notice in the lower right-hand corner of the shop where it says you've got the little 0, that's how much it costs. These are all DLC items, so you get access to them for free. But if you need to take a brief break, now is a good time. Yes, please. So, each of these different DLC suits are some variation on a suit that we'd actually be able to unlock later in the game. The one that I'm going to wind up having us actually running around in is the Forged Engineering suit, which is a variation on the suit we're running right now. And you can see that they've all got a bonus. Time to open the front curtains for Kitty TV. Not kidding when they call that bloody. You buy a fresh suit from the stores. I just put on this new suit of armor. It's brand new and covered in guts. Hi, Nix. Say hi to the stream. gonna need my hands back in just a minute, kitty cat. Because this is the last suit to get. So this is the suit we'll be running around in for a while. Its bonuses, an increased amount of healing received per medkit used. And we'll be using a plasma cutter and a javelin gun. The javelin gun shoots, well, spikes the size of crowbars. Very effective at impaling necromorphs. And then the secondary fire will electrify whatever javelin we shot last.
Entering vacuum.
Welcome to the emergency care wing. Due to the evacuation order, all services are currently suspended. All physicians and staff are ordered to report to their assigned evacuation craft immediately.
I don't think we're going anywhere on that, you know, just a hunch. insane amount of ammunition. I thought...
Jesus, that thing was angry. Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay.
That was a rude
the
surprise.
train station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here for study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only if you reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
You know, just random money lying around. Let's see if we can manage to get through this one without falling. Chapter 2.
Listen up. This is Sorensen from CEC. Cut off their limbs. It's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
That's what, 4, 5 times that we've been told that? You know, just in case we missed it. So the bench here is where you upgrade things. You use energy nodes for that. You always want to have at least one energy node because there are periodically rooms, well, by periodically I mean on occasion, frequently enough that you want to have one, but not frequently enough for it to be, you know, every corridor or anything like that. Which you can only get into by spending an energy node to unlock it. And you always want to be able to get into those because they give you lots of useful loot. So the name of the game is resource management. If you spend all of your energy nodes on upgrading stuff, then you don't have any to get into the rooms. Now, if you never spend any on your upgrading things, then you run into problems. So what I'm gonna, because I'm pretty sure there's a room at the end of the corridor that we're about to enter into, I'm going to save 2 of the nodes. I'm only going to spend 2 so that I can have 1 left over after getting into the room. Upgrade hit points, because that's always good, and work on upgrading the stasis module. What I really want is I want to be able to get up to having another energy. Different ammo types for different weapons. Force energies for the force gun, which we don't currently have equipped.
Attention, this is Director Teichman. A station-wide emergency is in effect. In accordance with Titan Station Civic Code, I am declaring martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Looters will be shot on sight. This is not a drill. Move immediately to the nearest quarter.
So, spread around the map, you've got schematics, which, when you take them to a store, allow you to unlock buying whatever the item is there. So, by going and getting this power node schematic, we'll be able to buy power nodes for 10,000 credits. Definitely worth the 1 power node that we spent to get into that room. Because now we can buy more. So I think I will upgrade the capacity for ammunition in the clip for the plasma cutters. So now it'll carry 12 ammo in the clip instead. instead of 10. Oh, right. Helps if I actually empty my inventory of things that I don't need.
A station-wide emergency is in effect. In accordance with Titan Station Civic Code, I am declaring martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate.
Okay. And I am going to pause the game very briefly in the stream, and go and use the bathroom because, coffee in, coffee out. So I'll be back and resume the stream shortly. Okay, we're back. Hello again. I have fresh cup of coffee. Okay. Back to butchering undead alien sort of zombie things. Good things are happening. Uh-huh.
Attention. This is Director Teichman.
Well, that's not good. Talking about being low on things. That was really loud in there. Oh, somebody to help. Or maybe not. Dead space and air vents.
Isaac! Isaac, over here!
Who are you?
It's the drugs, Isaac. They gave us drugs to make us forget. But it's all coming.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling me?
Isaac! Isaac, look out!
I think Mom is past saving there. Is that a baby in there?
Power grid failure. Grid rebooting. Stand by.
Yeah, well, death number 1. The first of probably many. Rather distinctly short on ammo. Well, that went a little better. Don't worry, dude. I'm not trying to get into you. Also, that should be site S-I-T-E, not site S-I-G-H-T. In that last first sentence, the last paragraph. Sick. I guess I can't reach that, and I'm not going to spend ammo to try and break the vent there.
There are necromorphs everywhere. Is the entire sprawl infected? How'd this happen? The marker was destroyed, Dana. I destroyed it.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tybin built another one.
On this station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tybin wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Tower's premises.
Dana? Damn it.
nothing we can do for her. Jiminy crickets. Just because I've played through this recently does not mean that I remember all of the jump scares. Always like semiconductors. These guys. Really don't want to be anywhere near them when those things explode. As I said, anywhere near them. Also, thank you. Would one of you mods hit the reminder command? Thank you. I guess we're not taking that tram. Not that we really want to. Head explode. So the reason I'm going and destroying all these things is because there are infectors that show up, the flappy dudes that turn corpses into necromorphs. If I've completely dismembered a corpse, they generally won't go after it. Yep, that guy. Originally, the developers were going to have that enemy type fly. But they couldn't get they just couldn't get the mechanics on it to work the way they wanted, so instead they've got that sort of crawl along the ground bit going on. Time to hotwire ourselves a tram. Just hanging around, waiting for enemies.
pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector. Damn it! Timon has your signal again. Keep moving.
Okay.
You're very important to them, Isaac. Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
So, how are the volume levels going for you guys? I can see the monitor on my OBS thing, but I'm not running a audible monitor channel. Cool. Glad to hear it. Made to deliberately explode, or at least in universe. Obviously the developers made it that way, but this is the Dead Space universe, so it's entirely possible that they did. Hi, kitty cat. Heard you show up around the corner, or don't, fine. This part. Down pretty easy, but there are a lot of them.
can't talk. I think they're tracking our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. And the bad ones. The more I remember, the more my head hurts. I keep seeing the symbols. Do you know the symbols too, Isaac? In him, I keep seeing his face. Shit, family.
Yeah, the kids are there called the Pack. Okay, let's see. So the weapons in this game, in this franchise, generally are engineering tools. So plasma cutter, the probe gun, or whatever. The actual guns, the secret rifle, the pulse rifle, tend to be much less useful against most of the enemies. Now, the exception to this is the pulse rifle, which has a bunch of ammunition to it, is really, really useful against the Pack. So I'm going to equip that, even though that's going to further dilute what ammo drops, because enemies only drop ammo for the types of weapons that you have. Well, generally only drop ammo for the types of weapons that you have equipped. Buy a couple more power nodes so that I can use them at the bench. And save the game.
There's this crazy guy that keeps contacting me. I saw him back at the hospital.
Nolan Strauss. He was a patient in the project, just like you.
Yeah? Well, why was he there? What does he want?
He's a psychopath, Isaac. Stay clear of him. He murdered his own wife and child.
Okay, I'll be careful.
If you needed resources on this scale, you wouldn't really crack planets or moons. You just simply go asteroid mining for the most part, because the resources that you find, the heavy metals, the rare earth elements, it's all it's all present in the asteroid belt, and then you're not spending all sorts of energy to break apart celestial body. Nope, wrong button. So, if you're just joining us, and you haven't yet, don't forget to follow the channel, say hello in chat. We don't bite. Come on, let me pick that thing up.
Attention, this is Director Teichman.
Are there any other items down there to grab? I don't see any.
In accordance with Titan Station Civic Code, I am declaring martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Looters will be shot on sight.
Great unitology. So a bit of backstory. Isaac's dad worked as an engineer and disappeared while doing classified stuff for the military. Isaac's mom, in grief, joined the Unitologists and squandered away the family savings to buy her way higher in the hierarchy. So he didn't like the Unitologists even before the beginning of the first game. And then he, discovered the insane Unitologists in the first game who kicked off the necromorph outbreak there, and so he just really doesn't like Unitologists. Also, hi Michael. Welcome to the party.
Dana, I thought you were routing me to residential. This looks like a Unitology recruitment center. Am I still on track?
Yes. There's an old maintenance access point in there that'll take you through the waste disposal system and into the Cassini Towers. Stay sharp.
Okay, and well, that's on screen. I'm gonna refill my coffee. Couldn't possibly backfire on me. Generally speaking, the game does not spawn enemies to attack you when you have just picked up a text log. It's considerate enough to let you read or listen to the logs without interrupting you. Now, you move it all once you've picked it up, and that's a different story. I mean, the Unitologists are right about everybody being brought together, just, as undead alien zombie things. They missed a couple of details. Toad, recognize this?
Whoever sees this, listen up. You can use kinesis to pull blades off dead ones and shoot back at them. Watch. Watch. We stayed alive 3 hours using this trick. You see? Just shoot it back at them. I'm gonna bleed out soon. I got clipped pretty bad earlier.
CEC engineers are really badass.
Whoever you are.
So, Toj and I played Dead Space 3's co-op a while back, and Isaac shows off that video log to
you can use kinesis
to other characters in 3.
Diagnostic event initiated from waste compression chamber 752. Compressor it is now safe to enter the chamber. Authorized personnel only.
I'm going to pretend I knew exactly how many energy nodes I wanted to be able to have there, and because then it sounds like I planned that carefully out. You know, I'll totally knew all of the upgrade points there off the top of my head.
Entering zero gravity.
A medium med pack. How generous. Okay, yep, I'm fully reloaded on everything. Cool. Livy. Welcome to the party.
Power malfunction. Authorize the power unit to use the elevator.
And as for early, well, that's what coffee is for. Remember, kids, if you didn't kill it, it's probably not dead. Oh dear. Okay, now there was a log. Yeah, okay. Convergence. The unitology equivalent of the Rapture. And the real-world equivalent of the zombie apocalypse. Insofar as that's, you know, real. Which it's not, but... I mean... biology doesn't work that way. This game breaks all sorts of rules, you know, like conservation of mass.
I'm afraid, Isaac. I don't want to die. I can feel
That's the lower half of the necromorph we just killed. Don't think that was supposed to happen. How's everybody doing? We need a pit stop or keep going? All right. Look, a little model of Shimura. Well, that was expensive. Join us in final prayer. Yeah. Final being the key word there.
In 2214, a geophysicist named Michael Altman made a discovery that would change history. Buried at the impact site of a crater near the Yucatan Peninsula, he uncovered a divine alien presence. The Marker. The Marker spoke to Altman and revealed a plan that would unify mankind and lead them to a bright new future. By the millions, people flocked to hear more about the Marker and the unity it promised after Michael Altman told the world of his profound discovery. But there were those who felt threatened by Altman's message. On March 15, 2215, Altman was assassinated, and thus became the first martyr for the Church. Altman's followers mourned his death but found divine solace in his message of unity. They would not allow the truth to be silenced and form the Church of Unitology to bring his teachings to the world. Today, the Church of Unitology can be found everywhere in the known universe. Its message is just as strong and relevant today as it was when Altman first revealed it. Billions of believers can be found across all social, economic, and cultural groups, and more are joining every day. Growing from a a small group of devout miners on Titan, the Titan Station Church of Unitology has flourished into a hub of Unitology worship, practice, and learning. It boasts one of the largest and most beautiful churches in the Sol system, and is often the site of the annual Unitology Enigma Symposium.
I do have to say, the Unitology Church that we're about to have as the next area that we're running around in is a really, really beautiful environment. Sort of like if you had L. Ron Hubbard and H.P. Lovecraft go and design a cathedral together on the scale of one of the grand cathedrals of Europe.
As we await glorious convergence, it is important to continue to nurture our relationship with the marker and understand the future it is preparing for us. The marker calls to all. Our duty to approach it with an open heart and open mind.
I'll play that again because I tabbed out and so missed a moment of the middle.
As we await glorious convergence, it is important to continue to nurture our relationship with the marker and understand the future it is preparing for us. The marker calls to all of us. It is our duty to approach it with an open heart and open mind.
I mean, if by calls to you mean gives you, either drives you insane or forces you to see dead loved ones or whatever, yeah, okay, we can go with calls too.
It's Timon! He's found you! Into the church, hurry!
Chapter 4.
Dana, the Church of Unitology? Why here?
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that Tideman can't monitor. Separation of church and state.
No, Dana, we shouldn't be in here. This is the last place we want to be right now.
Isaac! My brother died trying to rescue you. This is important. This will work. I'm in a safe room at the top of the church. Meet me there, okay?
Bunch of dead clergy.
Welcome to the Titan Station Church of Unitology. We're glad you've come to visit our sanctuary and place of light and hope. Our tour guides are looking forward to showing you the best of our beliefs and what a meaningful and enlightening impact we can have in your daily life. There is, of course, no obligation of any kind with this tour. Kindly remember to stay with your tour guide at all times. Someone will be with you shortly.
I don't think somebody's going to be with us shortly unless you count a necromorph. Yeah, indoctrination centers. Right. Because that's a, totally innocent term for things.
Welcome to the Church of Unitology gift shop. Find that special souvenir for that special someone to let them know you stood in the shrine of Altman today. Marker pendants made from the fragments of Titan itself are now available. Altman be praised.
Hi, Nix. Leave the camera alone, okay?
where believers are encouraged to relax and meditate on the teachings of the church. The shelves are lined with select inspirational materials, as well as a variety of meditation aids. Please respect the sanctity of this space and those using it by remaining quiet and reverent while inside.
Quiet, reverent, and having my gun out. Yeah, so they're holding their hands like this. You'll notice that some of the necromorphs that were previously Unitology clergy have their hands like that. I mean, they've still got their bone limb things sprouted from their shoulders, but their actual hands are held like that. You know, small details on the part of the devs.
Isaac, can you see the symbols too? It means something.
Straws. Yes, I see the symbols.
We are a threat to them. I know it. We have to work together.
Work together? Who's them? Well, you mean Titan? Strauss. Work with me, Strauss.
Or don't. Let's see, what can we do with 5 power nodes? that's not good. Those bodies aren't there anymore. And one of them just walked away. I'm sure it's fine. We won't possibly have to fight them later. I think we found the tour guides.
The cathedral reported 2 pressure equalization cycles during services last Sunday. The first was minor and only blew some candle flames around, giving Pastor O'Brien a much-needed, if unexpected, boost in his sermon. The second cycle was more harsh, resulting in a pressure snap that popped people's ears and sent several to medical. That was not needed.
Welcome to the Unity Hall. This magnificent library holds copies of the Church's most sacred texts and is a regular meeting place for the Unitology scholars as they debate the glorious mysteries of the Black Marker. Note the intricate details of the stained glass roof, forged from the hand-filtered sand of Titan itself.
What I mean about the arms. Right there. You know, little details.
seminar is currently in progress. Please wait for the next available church associate. Indoctrination is a pleasant, joyous event where you will take the first steps into glorious oneness. That is, unitology.
Yeah. So there's the door that we just went through, so we can get back to the bench in the store that way. Okay, that was abrupt. Okay, game. Why am I dropping frames?
All mankind brought together with one purpose, with one mind, with one soul. No war, no fear, no hate. If that sounds like an ideal world to you, then look no further. Convergence is coming, and unitology shall make it happen.
That burning off down to the skulls. That's not not ominous.
Founded 200 years ago by our savior, Michael Allman. Unitologists believe that one day all mankind will be united through the power of a sacred artifact known as the marker. We call this process convergence.
Okay.
All mankind brought together with one purpose, with one mind, with one soul. No.
I am going to pause the game real quick and throw up the Be Right Back screen. This is a good chance for you to, if you need to make a pit stop, go and do that. Actually, I'll throw up the recap for anyone who might have joined us and doesn't know the backstory. But I want to figure out what's going on and why I'm dropping frames, so...
By the 25th century, Earth's resources were ravaged, consumed, exhausted. Desperate and on the verge of extinction, we cast out into the void of space and discovered rich new worlds waiting to be cracked open and stripped bare. All of Earth became devoted to this effort. The planet crackers were built, the USG Ishimura the first and most famous. Planet cracking became routine. Its spoils kept us alive. Eventually, greedy eyes fell upon Aegis 7. Restricted for centuries for reasons unknown, greed and corruption saw to the demise of caution. There, buried beneath the surface, an artifact, the red marker. Long lost and long forgotten. The religion I once called my own had found its holy grail, the key to human immortality. Also, we thought. It did not bring salvation.
Witness the conviction of a true believer.
It brought doom. Marker bred insanity, murder, and chaos. It bred necromorphs. Those who escaped the planet fled to the safety of the orbiting.
Settle CS-04. The colony's overrun. We can't go back.
The scourge released upon Aegis 7 came with them. Within hours, the Ishimura went dark. The corporation dispatched a small repair crew to check on its investment.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
Among the crew was an engineer, Isaac Clarke.
Isaac, it's me.
He had something special aboard the Ishimura.
I wish I could talk to you.
In the darkness, Isaac found death. And the red marker. It was not holy, it was not alien, it was man-made. And it could be used to stop the outbreak. Isaac also found Nicole.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Dead by her own hand, she was an apparition of the marker. Isaac engineered his escape. But everything else was destroyed. Three years later, he wakes in a hospital on Titan Station, an Earth-gov metropolis on Saturn's largest moon. Isaac has survived, but his mind is no longer safe. For the marker changes all.
Okay, and we're back. Hopefully this is all sorted out at this point.
No fear, no hate.
Amusing what they're screening for here. You know, this totally isn't a cult or anything.
Please replace the fuse for the observation center door in the junction panel. Vandalism in the church is not permitted.
Make us whole. Gotta love marker madness. Well, at least these bodies are still here. Well, there doesn't appear to be anything that I want to spend just a single energy node on, so I will wait and upgrade when I have more. Okay, that's different. Okay, 1 second before we go into the Basilica. Not alone in here. Yeah, I think that ship has probably already sailed.
There's something in the church. It broke the door.
Hang on. I'll try to override all the gates in the area.
Hurry. There's something on here, too.
velociraptor necromorphs.
Isaac, I can't unlock the elevator. Can you do anything from your end?
Let me see what I can do.
Okay. Once you're through, you'll go through the funerary wing of the church and down into the crypt. It's very important you not disturb. No. No, Earthcub can't jam us in here. Not in here.
Dana! Important that I what?
Perfect time for comms to cut out, right? Yeah, I've shut down background stuff, so hopefully there's minimal amounts of interference. Some of this is probably network.
Welcome to the Basilica. The hauntingly beautiful hall serves as the starting point for many of our formal ceremonies. Its architecture is rich in symbolism, and the stained glass ceilings are forged from no less than the sands of Jupiter's long-lost moon Io, making them nearly priceless. Enjoy the light and the love this room offers, as many have done before you.
Okay, because of the time delay, actually, never mind, it looks like it's cleared up at this point. Just for kicks and grins, when you hear me say this, say hi, one of you mod folks.